Well, I am at the lovely Oregon Garden today, and they have art in the garden for the next several weeks. And so I'm with artist Tylor Brumfield. And Tylor, I just love your pieces here.
Thanks.
It's really an interesting kind of mix of metal and wood, but what does it mean to you?
Yeah, so my inspiration for the pieces, I was thinking about plant life, or flowers, trees, what have you. And I was thinking about how a lot of times when humans make things, like houses, tables, whatever, they take a material from nature and enact their vision upon it, a design, whatever plan they have for it, and then that thing ends up back in nature. And so I see that a lot in this material that I used on the bottom, which is called oriented strand board. And it's basically ground up trees or bark, and it's pressed together with heat and pressure and then introduced back into nature.
Oh.
And so what interested me about that was kind of that exchange between man and nature and taking something from nature and bringing it back in, and what happens to it after that. Yeah.
So when you do come to the garden, this is one of the pieces that you will see here, material exchange. Well, now we're going to go to another part of the garden and talk to another artist. Thank you.
No problem.
Well, now I'm with another artist with a totally different medium. So I'm with Diane Kunkel, and Judy, these are wonderful. So
Thank
glasswork is what your medium is.
I love glass and I love antique windows. I feel like there's so much history in them that I like to incorporate both things together.
That is so nice. So you do use some recycled pieces then?
I try to, when I do my flowers, I add the centers or either dessert plates or votive holders or crystal coasters, and I incorporate the design into the center of the flowers.
Oh, beautiful. So where do you get your inspiration? Are you a gardener that you have these flowers all over your backyard?
I have flowers, but I'm not really a gardener, and they just kind of come to me. I start working on a window, and I'll think, what do I feel like? What comes to me? And it's just kind of inspiration. So
That is really lovely. And the one behind us is a dahlia. So have you ever been to the dahlia fields?
I have, and that's what the name of it is, dahlia.
Oh, it's
Canby
beautiful.
dahlia. I live near Canby, and so I'm very inspired by the Canby dahlias.
Oh, that is a beautiful place to go.
It is beautiful.
And then I saw some other pieces, and you call them your whimsies. So tell us about those.
Those are my pieces, garden art that I find basically everything's recycled on them. It's recycled vases or bottles or wine bottles or liquor bottles, and there's so much beauty and people just throw them away. So I find different toppers for them and I add them together and create a garden stake.
Oh, they are so pretty, and the light coming through them is just wonderful.
Oh, thank you.
Really pretty. Well, now I'm going to go talk to Sarah about all the information that you could learn about this wonderful art in the garden at the Oregon Garden. Well, now I'm talking with Sarah, and Sarah, I see that we're surrounded by glass flowers, so another
right.
artist's pieces.
Yeah, these pieces are made by Lauren Wingert, one of our artists this summer.
And so we've met 3 different artists' products, and then how many more are there?
There are 5 more. We have 8 artists this summer.
And then when we come to the garden, is that all the artists to see that is free with admission?
That's right, yeah. You just pay your admission through our visitor center and you get a map that will direct you to where all of the art is throughout the garden.
And then how long is that lasting for?
Our last day for Art in the Garden is September 30th.
And I know people are going to want to have this in their own garden, so how does that happen?
Yeah, you can purchase, all of the art here is for sale, so you can purchase it, and if you just ask the folks at our visitor center, they can hook you up with the connection to purchase the art.
Oh, well, you have to come out to the Oregon Garden. It's always beautiful anyway, but now the art in the garden is even more beautiful for your visit here. So please go to gardentime.tv. We'll click over their website. You can find out all about the artists and all the hours and everything to come out to the garden with your family and friends and really check it out this summer. Thanks so much, Sarah. It's lovely.
Thank you.